Ezekiel chapter 25. Prophecies against foreign nations. Chapter 25. Against Ammon. The word of the Father came to me, Son of man, turn toward the Ammonites and prophesy against them. Say to the Ammonites, hear the word of the Father. Thus says the Lord God Most High, I am. Because you jeered at my sanctuary when it was desecrated, at the land of Israel when it was destroyed, and at the house of Judah when they went into exile. Therefore I am giving you to the people of the east as a possession. They shall set up their encampments among you and pitch their tents in your midst. They shall eat your produce and drink your milk. And I will turn Rabbah into a pasture for camels, and all of Ammon into a grazing place for flocks. Then you shall know that I am the Lord, the Father. For thus says the Lord God Most High, who I am. Because you rejoiced over the land of Israel with scorn in your heart, clapping your hands and stamping your feet. Therefore, see, I am stretching out my hand against you and giving you up as plunder to the nations. I will cut you off from the peoples and wipe you out of the land. I will destroy you, and you shall know that I am the Lord, I am the Father, Most High, against Moab. Thus says the Lord God, Most High I am. Because Moab said, see, the house of Judah is like all the other nations. Therefore I am exposing the whole flank of Moab with its cities, the jewels of its land, Beth Jeshimoth, Bel Meon, and Kiriathaim. I will hand it over along with the Ammonites to the people from the east, and that it may not be remembered among the nations. I will execute judgment upon Moab, that they may know that I am the Lord the Father, Most High, against Edom. Thus says the Father, the Lord God Most High I am, because Edom took vengeance on the house of Judah and incurred terrible guilt by taking vengeance on them. Therefore thus says the Lord God I am. I will stretch out my hand against Edom and cut off from it human being and beast alike. I will turn it into a ruin from Teman to Dedan. They shall fall by the sword. I will put my vengeance against Edom into the hands of my people Israel. They will deal with Edom in accordance with my furious anger. Thus said, they shall know that my vengeance, oracle of the Lord God Most High, against the Philistines. Thus says the Lord God Most High, I am, and because of the Philistines acted vengefully and exacted vengeance with intentional malice, destroying with undying hostility. Therefore thus says the Most High Father, I am. See, I am stretching out my hand against the Philistines, and I will cut off the Cherethites and wipe out the remnant on the seacoast. Thus I will execute great acts of vengeance on them, punishing them furiously. Then they shall know that I am the Lord Most High I am, when I wreak my vengeance on them. 26. Against the city of Tyre. On the first day of the 11th month of the 11th year, the word of the Father came to me, Son of man, because Tyre said of Jerusalem, aha, the gateway of the peoples is smashed. It has been turned over to me. I will be enriched by its ruin. Therefore thus says the Lord God Most High. See, I am coming against you, Tyre. I will turn up against you many nations, just as the sea turns up its waves. They will destroy the walls of Tyre and tear down its towers. I will scrape off its debris and leave it a bare rock. It will become a place for dying nets in the midst of the sea. For I have spoken, oracle of the Lord God Most High. She will become plunder for the nations. Her daughter cities on the mainland will be slaughtered by the sword. Then they shall know that I am the Lord God Most High. Indeed, thus says the Lord God Most High, I am bringing upon Tyre from the north Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, king of kings, with horses and chariots, with cavalry, and a mighty horde of troops. Your daughter cities on the mainland shall be slain by the sword. He shall build a siege wall around you, throw up ramp against you, and raise his shield about you. He shall pound your walls with battering rams, and break down your towers with axes. From the surging of his horses he will cover you with dust. From the noise of warehouses, wheels, and chariots, your walls will shake. When he enters your gates, even as one enters a city that is breached, with the hooves of his horses he will trample all your streets. Your people he will slay by the sword. Your mighty pillars will collapse. They shall plunder your wealth and pillage your goods. They will tear down your walls and demolish your splendid houses, your stones, timbers, and debris. They will cast into the sea. I will bring an end to the noise of songs, of your songs. The music of your lyres will be heard no more. I will turn you into a bare rock. You will become a place for drying nets. You shall never be rebuilt. For I, the Lord the Father, have spoken, the oracle of the Lord God Most High. Thus says the Lord God Most High to Tyre. At the sound of your downfall, at the groaning of the wounded, when victims are slain within you, will the islands not quake, or the princes of the sea will step down from their thrones, lay aside their robes, and strip off their embroidered garments, clothed in mourning. They will sit on the ground and tremble, horror-struck, and appalled at you. They will raise lament over you, and say, how you have perished, gone from the sea, renowned city, Once she was mighty on the sea, she and her inhabitants, those who spread their terror to all who dwelt nearby. On this day, the day you fall, in the islands quake. The islands in the sea are terrified at your passing. Indeed, thus says the Lord God Most High, when I make you a ruined city like cities no longer inhabited, when I turn up the deep and its mighty waters cover you, then I will thrust you down with those who go down to the pit, to those of bygone age. I will make you dwell in the netherworld, in the everlasting ruins, with those who have gone down to the pit, so you will never return or have a place in the land of the living. I will make you a horror, and you shall be no more. You shall be sought for, but never found again. The oracle of the Lord God Most High, chapter 27. The ship Tyre. The word of the Father came to me. You, son of man, raise a lament over Tyre, and say to Tyre, who sit at the entrance of the sea, traitor to the people on many coastlands, thus says the Lord God Most High. Tyre, you said, I am a ship, perfect in beauty. In the heart of the sea was your territory. Your build was perfected, your beauty, with juniper wood from cedar. They built all your decks. A cedar from Lebanon they took to make you a mast. With oaks of Bashan they fashioned your oars. Your bridge of ivory inlaid cypress wood from the coast of Kittim. Fine embroidered linen from Egypt became your sail. Your awnings were made of purple and scarlet from the coast of Elisha. Inhabitants of Sidon and Arvad were your oarsmen. Your own sages, Tyre, were on board, serving as your sailors. The elders and sages of Gebal were with you to caulk your seams. Every ship and sailor on the sea came to you to carry on trade. Persian and Lud and Put were warriors in your army. Shield and helmet they hung on you to enhance your splendor. The men of Arvad and Helat were on your walls all around, and Gamadites on your towers. They hung their shields around your walls. They made your beauty perfect. Tarshish traded with you, so great was your wealth, exchanging for your wares silver, iron, tin, and lead. Java, Tubal, and Meshach also traded with you, exchanging slaves and bronze vessels for your merchandise. Horses, steeds, and mules from Beth Togarmah were exchanged for your wares. Men of roads trafficked with you. Many coastlands were your agents. Ivory, tusk, and ebony wood they brought back as your payment. Edom traded with you for your many wares, garments, purple dyes, embroidered cloth, fine linen, coral, and rubies. They gave you as merchandise. Judah and the land of Israel trafficked with you, minutes, wheat, grain, honey, oil, and balm. They gave you as merchandise. Damascus traded with you for your many wares. So great was your wealth, exchanging Helbon wine and Zahar, wool. Devon exchanged wrought iron, cassia, and aromatic cane from Uzal for your wares. Dedan traded with you for riding gear. Arabia and the sheiks of Kedar were your agents, dealing in lambs, rams, and goats. The merchants of Sheba and Ramah also traded with you, exchanging for your wares the very best spices, all kinds of precious stones and gold. Haran, Cana, and Eden. The merchants of Sheba, Asher, and Chilmad traded with you, marketing rich garments, purple cloth, embroidered fabric, vari-colored carpets, and braided cords. The ship of Tarshish sailed for you with your goods. You were full and heavily laden. In the heart of the sea, out into deep waters, your oarsmen brought you. The east wind shattered you. In the heart of the sea, your wealth, your goods, your wares, your sailors, your crew, the caulkers of your seas, those who traded for your goods, all the warriors with you, the whole crowd with you, sank into the earth of the sea. On the day of your downfall, at the sound of your sailors' shout, the waves shudder. Down from their ships come all who ply the oars, so sailors and all seafaring crews stand on the shore. They raise their voices over you and shout their bitter cries. They pour dust on their heads and cover themselves with ashes. For you, they shave their heads bald and put on sackcloth. For you, they weep bitterly in anguished lament. They raise a lament for you. They wail over you, who was ever destroyed like Tyre in the midst of the sea. By exporting your goods by sea, you satisfied many people. With your great wealth and merchandise, you enriched the kings of the earth. Now you are wrecked in the sea, in the watery depths. Your wares and all your crew have fallen down with you. All who dwell on the coastlands are aghast over you. Their kings are terrified, their faces distorted. The traders among the peoples now hiss at you. You have become a horror. You shall be no more. All praise and glory to the Heavenly Father. Thank you so much, Father, for allowing this to be done. I will that your will be done. I'm a little late on everything, like I said, man, because being born in the blind and left in the blind and kept in the blind and having to search everything and study for myself, figure everything out. I'm behind on everything by myself, but this is how I roll. All praise to the Father, the one and only